Arcade Heroes.
Hey everybody, this is Adam with ArcadeHeroes.com. Just here for a quick vlog. A subject that I've talked about on the vlog and the blog before. And I guess I should throw out there, this isn't being sponsored by anybody, nobody on my hat or shirt or background or the subject of this vlog today, but wanted to get you up to speed with some news that's hit the internet this morning, mainly on Twitter, and that's about the Exa-Arcadia platform. Now, if you need a crash course on this, just go to arcadeheroes.com, type in Exa or Exa-Arcadia, and we've got tons of information on it there. We've been covering this for the past almost 2 years now since it was first announced. Unfortunately, the platform did not release when they had hoped to release it, but that's kind of normal for indies and getting started and all of that. And so regardless, they finally are where they need to be now, and the platform is being released in Japan and shipping out to different locations there that have already ordered it. And that should mean that for us out here in the West, and Europe, North America, South America as well, that we will finally get our hands on this system, probably by the end of the year. But Japan gets that benefit first, and they will have at least one game that's going to be available for it. That's Aka and Blue Type R, which is pictured here to the side. And as you can also see here at the bottom, that it has the insert coins, credits, all that. I believe they added some extra characters, extra music to this as well. I believe this picture came from a composer to the game. Could be wrong about that. Correct. Let's take a look at a few of the pictures that were shared in tweets this morning. Here is one that was shared on the Heavy Metal Raiden account, where it's in some office somewhere, and that's the top piece of an Exa-Arcadia computer. And then here are the units being assembled by hand. Of course, don't have a lot of details on the whole process about how, I guess, how it's all coming together. I'm guessing just some sort of manufacturing supply chain there. I know they had been looking at China originally to manufacture them in, but then moved that around, but I have not been able to get details on exactly where it will be showing up, but or where it will be manufactured after that. But the Exa-Arcadia CEO, Eric Showtime, he had posted it was made in Saitama, so I believe that's in Japan where these photos were taken. And so it looks like they were adding in some final touches here before shipping them out. Now in this picture, it's very interesting, as over on the right hand side of the photo you see those little blue rectangular pieces. Those are Exa cartridges. So every Exa board, these are like a modern Neo Geo MVS. So you'll be able to insert up to 4 game cartridges in it, and then when the machine's on, you can choose between them and then play which of those games that you'd like to play. So we've got a lot of potential games that are headed to the platform, but it looks like, at least for this initial launch, it's just going to be Aka and Blue Type R, and then other games will be showing up soon afterwards. But that's the size of the cartridges. I mean, the machine itself also isn't terribly big. I mean, by my guess from this image, it looks like it's actually smaller than a Neo Geo MBS 4 slot, at least on its overall width. Maybe a little higher than one of those, but yeah, it just doesn't look terribly big. And as far as we know as well from the specs, these are more powerful than a PS4 Pro. And so there's plenty of power there for developers to use, although a lot of the games that we've seen so far have been more sprite-based 2D games as opposed to 3D ones. But it should be able to throw, or developers should be able to throw any port at it without much trouble. And that's another thing that I'm excited about on this. While so far it's mainly ports, coming to it. Every port has to have arcade exclusive content to it, so additional characters, additional levels, additional music, or differently arranged music and things of that nature. And so fortunately, even though a lot of the games on it will be able to say that they have console equivalents, the exit versions will be unique. And so if you really want to encounter all of the material that the developers created for it, then you'll want to find an Exa version. And then the last photo that we had, I believe this is a pallet of Exa boards that are about to ship out to different customers. And it looks like over on the lower left, that's a lift gate, a truck lift gate, and so they're getting this ready to ship out to different arcades across Japan. Now, I do not know exactly how many Exa boards have been manufactured up to this point, but I can say that they did sell through their initial pre-order production run. And so if that's all of them that's there, that looks like quite a few machines, even though the blurriness kind of takes some of the details out of there. I'm guessing they're just doing that to keep anybody like me from seeing what addresses they're going to, I suppose. But if we count here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tall over, at least on those edges, and 1, 2, 3 along that way. Don't know how deep it might be. It looks like 3 as well. So probably at least 50 units have been sold so far, so that seems like a pretty good run for a system that's coming from a newcomer into the industry and just in Japan. These are not going out overseas as far as I'm aware. Hopefully this also means Western pre-orders are opening up this week, if not next week, and also hopefully we won't have to wait too long for those to become available. But last time I spoke with Showtime about this, he was saying that for the Western release, which they are hoping to have for the fourth quarter of this year, is that it'll have 4 to 5 games available for it. So that would allow you to at least buy an Exa board and then fill up all the cartridge slots on with whatever games are available there, but don't know yet which ones those are. I would assume Aka and Blue Type R will be ready to go as one of those titles. Hopefully the Kung Fu vs. Karate Champ will also be one of the initial titles available for us. I played that one at CAX 2018. Came away impressed. I mean, there obviously was still some work to do on it, but with unique characters added to it from the PC version and some other enhancements made to it, I think it'll be the definitive version of the game, and I'm really excited to have a new fighting game, one-on-one fighting game in arcades, because at my own arcade I have a few fighters. It's just everything is so old at this point, and most players, they've already played Street Fighter 2 tons and tons of times, and so they might come in once in a while to play it again, but it's not all the time like they used to, or have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Tekken 5 and Primal Rage and Mortal Kombat 3, and just nothing that's new, that's really recent. Tekken 5 is the newest thing I have, but that's still so I'm really excited about the possibility there, but also just for the other games. Now, hopefully, they're able to keep up this momentum, have a good, solid release out west, and that support keeps coming. I mean, we have seen a kit happen in recent times that was with the airframe by Griffin Aerotech. I'm not sure if those are still for sale or not. I think they are. But unfortunately, there's only 2 games available for that one, Sky Cursor and Rashlander. They had talked about other games that would be available for it, but unfortunately just not long. And so it made that one kind of become forgotten. And you need support, you need content to keep kits like that in the interest of the public. And so hopefully this does not become like the airframe. Now I should throw out there, Griffin Aerotech is still around. They're working on that Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead game with Devolver Digital. So that'll be out next year. And I don't believe that uses the airframe platform. But overall, it's an exciting time to be in the arcade business, and I think Exa-Arcadia stands to possibly change a lot of things about how things are done in the arcade industry, because right now there's a lot of focus on FECs and big, enormous, very expensive machines, single games. Every year we get about 20 to 25 games tops, sometimes maybe a little less than that. And so with Exa, that stands to double or even triple as far as how many game releases per year. So that in itself is exciting. It's for an arcade operator like me, being able to access more than one new game, more than 2 new games a year will be really nice and very helpful to building a community at my arcade location. But yeah, that's the latest on the Exa-Arcadia, so sound off in the comments below with your thoughts about this platform and which games you might be looking forward to on it. There's a lot of shoot 'em ups on there, but as mentioned, there's also fighting games, and there's also some other unique games, party games, 4-player games. There's that Gimmick 2D platforming game that originally appeared on the NES. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to all the excitement, and so let me know what you think. So we'll catch you on the next vlog, which is hopefully soon.
Arcade Heroes.